Hi, everyone. I hope you can hear me. How are you guys doing? Let me know, guys, if you can hear me. I think the Insighttimer is doing that again. I don't see your comments. I don't know if the love hearts work. I don't see the love hearts as well. Maria, I see you being there. Do you hear me? It's very awkward. Could you send me a message? Okay, perfect. You guys can hear me, but I don't see your comments. All right, okay, so this is going to be another interesting day. I'm not sure if it's happening to all the Insighttimer lives today again. Right, it's very weird. Hopefully, I did notice last week it did happen, but later on for other live event, it was picking up the comments afterwards. So hopefully it does here. On my own screen, I don't see the love hearts anymore, even the sign of it. So I'm going to be presenting you with an interesting topic, not knowing where it's going to land. But hey guys, take it in, what resonates with you. Maybe there is some things that you need to hear and be. Of course, you can drop back into the circle that we have energy healing with Srimanju. And there you can leave your comments or send me a personal message if something resonates with you so we can have a chat there. So my name is Srimanju Katragadda. I see some new faces there. And welcome everyone to be here. And happy Monday. Hope things are going great so far for you guys. And so the main things that I would like to share in today's live is about some of the protection techniques. So as an energy healer, as an empath, or as a light worker, it's so important for us to have some energy protection techniques. because the energies around us are very much toxic or that are diminishing our own vibes, and we need to be raising our vibrations to be there, to be able to understand how we can hold ourselves, how we can protect ourselves, and still be able to do the work. Either it could be in your corporate careers or your own businesses, or as a healer. Like, no matter what we are doing, we need to be always conscious about our energies. Are we in the expansion or are we in the contraction phase? If you're feeling there is not much of an expansion happening and you're feeling tired, lethargic, or having headaches, not getting the motivation to do the things that you want to. So these are the signs that your energy is being diminished and you don't feel good. And that's a moment you really need to pause and ask, where are your energies? Are they with you? Are they somewhere else as well? Sometimes it does happen that we move forward thinking it's just me feeling tired or not feeling connected to anything around me. And rather, we forget that maybe there are some other people feeling that way as well. So check in with our tribe is so important. This reassures us like, it's happening to many people and we are in this together. Some of the tools that I'll be sharing here today are very much tried and tested. I have been working with them for years. And if you have something else, do let me know. Again, by the private message or in the circle. And would love to be great to have expand our toolkit, right? The first thing when I wake up in the morning, one of the things that I do is by grounding myself, by breathing. Breathing helps me to set an intention and anchor from the sleep zone into the earthy realm body. Like, in the sleep, you would have done some astral traveling or had a deep or a light sleep, no matter what has happened, or your nightmares or dreams would have taken you to different places. But when you are starting your day, it's very important to be grounded. The more we are grounded, the more we are in our body in the present moment, the much better we are aware of where our energies are, to check in with ourselves even. Am I with myself right now? Yes or no is the first prompt that comes into you. So that is something that you need to be interfering or listening to yourself. Yeah. Checking in a couple of times in a day will help you to notice where your energies are being drained. And drained is like, you're feeling less and less worn out as well. The other day, I was in a beautiful art shop shopping for all my art supplies. It's supposed to be my good space, but when I came home, I was totally zapped out. I was so feeling tired and feeling restless, cranky. And then I realized, like, no, my energies are not with me. The immediate thing that I do in those moments is doing a Palo Santo smudge. If you have a Palo Santo, definitely use it more often, at least a couple of times a day. Like, there is no right and wrongs here. So here is a Palo Santo. What you need to do is light it up a little bit and you will see the smudge coming out of it. It's going to purify the auric field around you. So you can go from head to toes, side to side in a circle way, any direction you want to. And you set intention that it's cleansing your aura. Some people love to do the sage smudging. This is really good too, but sometimes I feel it's too strong. So I try to go for the wood one, which is much easier. You can get them in any local health stores or the crystal places where you can find the crystals. Generally, those will be the places. A lot of people say to get which is energy with where you feel a good vibe of the place. Like, definitely I have started seeing them in different stores, like, TJ Maxx, it could be, or other grocery stores as well, I wouldn't be inclined to buy them there. I would be more inclined to buying from a sacred place. That again, the stick itself will be, or the smudge kit itself will be having some energies. So you want to bring it from a pure place where it's authentically holding it. Yeah. So wherever you feel your heart is going towards, lean towards it, grab it, and just for a few rounds, like, it literally takes a minute. And when I did that on a Saturday evening after coming back home, within a few minutes, I felt good, back to my energy. And when you feel your energy is being drained, generally you don't sleep well, or you'll have some nightmares or restlessness night as well. So you can immediately do this and you can surrender to the process. Yeah. Especially with the dreams, you can use mugwort. It's a herbal leaf, and that helps you to relax. Either in your bath you can use, or as in your smudge kit, you can use it as well. And that releases any toxic energies in your bedroom and your auric field, and allows you to have a good rest of time. Yeah. So these are very much like easy to get them hold of and easy to do as well, your protection. And before that, you can even do like, I always call in Archangel Michael. If you have been following me, you know how much I call in Archangel Michael and work with his energies. So he's very easy, accessible. It's just like a thought away, like, right now, like, we can do this together right now. You can close your eyes, sitting comfortably, as long as you're not driving. You're perfectly okay to visualize this quickly. Breathing into your belly, breathing out, calling in Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, to come in. Feel his presence either by a heat or a cold on either side of the body, or by a color, or by if you recognize his energies. And once you feel his presence around you, you can ask him to shield you with his beautiful blue cloak of protection all around you from head to toes, in all directions. And this clock is a protective shield in where only the light will flow in. Anything that is of negative or low vibrations is going to be out of this clock. And visualize this beautiful clock all around you and thank Archangel Michael. If someone has a difficulty to visualize it, you can just repeat the words so the intention is set in, and you can even say it out loud or in your mind's eye, and that way you are creating that shield that is letting only filtering in what is for your highest good to come in now. I hope you felt that immediately, like, that gives me like a warmth, and that gives me a grounding, like, yes, I'm being protected, I know he's there. And that gives you a internal strength as well as you step out of your home, go for a drive or go for a grocery or for a walk or meet people, anything, that you're protected. That gives you so much of positivity towards the day, towards your activity that you're doing as well. Yeah. So that's again like very easy. All these methods are done super quick, super fast, and they just take only a couple of moments of time, like, anchoring ourselves and doing it. The other things are the crystals. Crystals are great. I use selenite crystal to protect myself. Selenite, you can take like a wand or like, a little crystal, anything that you have. Generally, selenite is very good one, as it's a self-cleansing toolkit and it's easier to brush off your energies. You can just go through your auric fields all around, as it's like, dry brushing with the crystals. It's taking away any negative energies on your auric field. If you are giving healing to yourself like Reiki, you can do this after the session or before the session as well. Or if you're doing a healing work for others, you can again use this as part of your healing therapy as well. If there are any coaches or anyone working with the people in terms of medical industry, or as a hairdresser or a makeup artist, any one of you who are constantly interacting with the people, it's important to have some sort of energy protection techniques to be done. If you're drawn to crystals, this is great, or like the crystals are black obsidian or hematite, or again, like this is a beautiful black tourmaline crystal. So you can have these crystals as well as a pendant, or in your space you can have them. So you're drawing the energies of these crystals to ground you. And again, they cover that as a beautiful protection as well. So it's super handy and super easy to have. If you go to a crystal shop, ask yourself, what is the crystal that you need for grounding? Like, even the smoky quartz is great to hold us into the grounding space as well. So they need not be huge ones. They can be small tumblestones as well, or you can wear as a pendant, and you can put it in your dress, your coats. I know a girl that she puts all her crystals in her socks as well, like, so that reminds her that she is totally grounded, like, so you can do which is your comfort as well. If you're a crystal person, like, in your washing, you'll find more crystals than the clothes. Definitely it's easier, and something physical reminds us, like, oh, I'm wearing crystals, so I'm protected. Psychologically as well, somewhere we anchor, like, oh, okay, I'm totally in a good zone, like, yeah. So crystals are my another favorite one. And to cleanse the crystals after you have worn for a couple of days, even what you can do is you can smudge the crystals by the Palo Santo or sage. You can just show the smoke to those crystals, the ones that you're wearing, and then ones that you frequently use, and it's being cleansed. Yeah. Crystals, again, like you can type up or some of the posts I have in my Instagram as well, some of the crystals that are good for grounding, for intuition and everything. Listen to yourself, because these are from our own experiences that we draw the metaphysical properties of these crystals, but also you will notice like maybe something else is doing the work for you right now. Yeah, so crystals are your new babies that you can have and hold them on to. And other things that if you haven't felt like, you needed a protection, but also check in with your body. If you're feeling like anxious or feeling sick or tired all the time, anxiousness is one of the things that a lot of people are feeling right now, in terms of like, hey, I'm feeling good, but I know this energy is not mine, is what I'm currently hearing from my clients. And what it means is like, even though you're doing some work for yourself, you're supposed to be in a good place, because you're raising your vibrations, you're having your own inner light shine, you're attracting to the people around who are looking for that soothing and comforting. So which means that you are doing the work on their behalf as well. But sometimes it's too draining as well, as we do this dual side of our work. And this is exactly where you need some protection or a boundary to be said, like, hey, this is exactly what I can do, and this is not what I meant to or signed up for it. Like, you need to give some tools for the people around you as well. So you can try these and share those with your people, so you are not always in need to be asked for all these. Yeah. And then you'll notice that your anxiousness is good enough that you can handle it. You don't need to do with other people's anxiousness as well. Especially like, since last week, you may be noticing, if you're reading the news or hearing to it, there is a lot of changes happening, and the lockdowns are started to happen. Even the kids, like, my own kids are feeling a bit of like unsettledness, like, and I give them the crystals to hold on and ask them to ground first thing. So they know like, okay, I'm ready for it. I'm prepared. Like, what do I need to do? And you're planning more from the right now moment, rather than thinking what's going to happen next week or even the next day. Right now, what can I control? That's all you're thinking about it. And also affirming, I'm in a safe and protected place. So when you feel that way, you're expanding your energies. And when you're in a beautiful expansion, we tend to get less sick. We tend to get less worried about the things that we can't control. And you totally bring the safety net around you and you work on what you can actually do right now. Yeah. And that's the biggest strength, how we can move forward as well. So hope that resonates. And that's an information that you can use. I'm safe and protected. And this works very well with the energy vampires. If you heard about that term before, or if it's a new thing, energy vampires are these comforting people, or the quality of the people where they love to be taking on your goodness. They'll be calling in, downloading all their issues, but they wouldn't like to do any work on themselves. They would like to be getting a lot of comfort. They want to get that attention. They want to feel good. And that's it. Like, and generally they don't even thank God for the work that you do for them. But it's like your light is being drawn. Like when I was growing up in India, we used to see these people where they would be drawing the electricity from your home into their houses, and they'll be putting the light on, like, and you would be ending up paying for the electricity bill. I don't know if any one of you have gone through that in your childhood or even now, but that is what it reminds me of energy vampires. Like, you're doing it intentionally, unintentionally as well. And this is where you need to put that boundary, like, no, I have done enough feet, I can't do it anymore, because it makes your work even harder. You need to do 10 times more or 20 times more work on behalf of them. And we forget the path that we need to be on as well as part of it. Yeah. I hope you recognize those people around you. We all have such people around us. But also, the lesson to learn is to take in charge of ourselves first, and then do the best we could. And there is only a limit. We can do anything for others as well. Or have you heard about the Arosoma essential oils? These are my favorite ones. Or like, light sprays as well. Some people do sell them, like, in those crystal shops, or might know someone from Etsy. So these are like a high vibe energies. They're contained in these liquid portions. It's like a water mixed with elixirs of flower essence, it could be, or from the crystal essence, it could be. And when you do a spray of these around your auric field, you are clearing up any negative energies as well. So I love this one from Arosoma. It's called Archangel Michael. It's for the room protection and also for your own energies. So all you need to do is spray around you. And that way you'll just it's a beautiful fragrance. It also reminds you that Archangel Michael is protecting you and you feel safe. And the intensity, like, say, for example, I'm going to meet some friends. I know I'm meeting after a long time. There is that social anxiety, one thing, and also, you're going to have some differences of opinion on certain topics. So having that helps you to be prepared. One thing you'll notice is, miraculously, there are no hard conversations. So you all agree on something, or you're having a good time apart from any differences as well. So there is a shift of energy that you can bring in by doing these things. Yeah. And another quick and easy one is dry brushing. I know it's a very old technique that many of them know, but also energetically, it's so brilliant. Dry brushing you can get in the bath shops, or like any shops, like get the dry brush and just go through your skin. It's not only for exfoliating on your skin, but also energetically, it's taking off any energies that are not needed for us. If you don't have a dry brush, use your palms. All you can do is brush up like with certain of a grip, and go through each part of your body, your shoulders, your back, your belly, all the energy spaces, even your legs. So you're shaking off any energy that is latched onto your auric field. You will feel refreshed afterwards. Like, trust me, you can do with your clothes on, so you can do anywhere, literally. Like, if there is a conversation that happened in a room and you felt like, oh, this is so discomfort, and you can go to the restrooms and do it and come back. You'll feel a new you coming out of it. Yeah, much more peaceful, like as if those energies that were sticking onto you, you have cleansed it. So again, it's a quick, and there is no other things that you need other than your intention and both of your palms, but do with a little bit of a grip and a touch that you feel like, okay, great. And you will feel refreshed, definitely, like, as you had a good bath or good sleep, even like your new energy is shifted up. I have tried these. These are amazing, like, quick things. Once you have your toolkit filled with, no matter what the situations are, you can always pick one magic wand and use that. Yeah, that becomes easier. Connecting with the nature. So connecting with the nature is like a lot of us love going for a walk. The best remedy comes as we walk into the nature, is because the nature is not judgmental with us, doesn't say bad things to us, or is not mean to us. And that's the reason we love to go out more and clear our head, clear our mind. It's all about soaking in. Mother Earth is all about soaking in whatever we are giving to her. Yeah. Connecting to the nature, walking barefoot on the ground will help your energies to be protected, and also hugging a tree. With the hugging a tree, like I have realized, like not all the trees like to be hugged. So do feel like, is there a tree in your backyard or on your path that you walk? And is it radiating like welcoming energies? Then go. Some trees wouldn't like to be touched even. I don't know if you have ever noticed it, but do notice it, like, they wouldn't be giving us a good vibes, like, no, touch me not. Just like we don't like to be resonated with everyone, so as the trees as well, if you look into the heartbeat of the tree, that's what. And when you place the hand on the tree, even few inches away, you can feel yes or no, and listen to that. And when you get the good hug from the tree back, the energies of it, you'll feel so refreshed. And everything, whatever you were worried about, whatever that was yucky around you, it's all like shifting up, like you'll feel recharged. So that's a good one to try in. And remember, like, the Mother Earth is always transforming the energies around. The other thing I do is violet flame. Violet flame is coming up more frequent, more on the to rounds to be reminded of. Like I do that meditation and the energy work here on Insighttimer, or we did last week one, so you can check on my YouTube to find a replay on the violet flame. So it's all about like cleansing our energies, our thoughts that are not for our growth, and shifting the vibrations onto the lighter and more on the release mode as well. So I hope you guys are resonating with it, as I still don't see the comments coming up. I do see the love hearts coming up though, not the comments anymore. Still, so yeah, this is weird. So do see, like, which ones you're being resonated with. I have a few more written down. The other thing is the spotlight that I do talk often. Now, spotlight. Think about you are under a spotlight. If you have ever noticed a theater show or a TEDx talk, and you would notice there is this beautiful spotlight under the speaker, under the person. So that is giving you that clarity. What's inside that spotlight is the beautiful light energy, and everything else is outside it. So when you think about, when you wake up in the morning and think about you're under a spotlight, the whole day you'll be reminded that yes, you're in the light and nothing else is going to come inside as long as the light is there. And same philosophy I try to apply, like, yes, the energies are there, which I don't need to feed on to. And if I focus only on the light, only the light comes in, and that makes it easier. Say, as with the people that we connect to as well, like, I'm here for the people that are ready to do the work. Yes, I see only the goodness about it. But on the human realm, like, we all have goods and bads and everything. It, depending on where you want to focus, is the focus that goes on to it, like, and that's the most important thing to be recollecting. Say, for example, you and your sibling are talking about an event as a child happened, you both will be having different versions to it. You won't have the same version because you both are experiencing the same situation from different realities, different mindsets at the time even. So you have different memories. The same thing, wherever you were seeing only one side of the story, the other sibling was seeing only from one side of the story. And the same in the spotlight as well. Like whatever I'm looking for is what I'm going to be getting out of it. In that way, it helps us to be again shining our light. Thank you, Maria, for confirming all is good. That's great. Yeah. I definitely will say, Reiki has been my closest of all protection techniques because I do every night. And that way I'm clearing up the energies that I'm bringing up through the day and into that space. I'm releasing everything and surrendering to the universal energy and letting the highest and good come in. So if you're an energy healer, please do use the energies maybe at the bedtime or first thing in the morning. So you are setting your protections as a circle of light around you and going ahead with much more deeper connection to your soul and your work, which is important. Yeah. Having a sacred altar is another my favorite thing to remind me of my protection. So sacred altar will be having around the house. I'll have it around a couple of places where I will be having like a divine figure, angels, Buddha, or gods or goddesses, and candle crystals I'll be having around. So whenever I'm seeing around in the house, it reminds me to be calmer, to be grounded. And so as like that helps me to see into that light. It's like a visual representation again, to be reminded of the light, to be seen and reminded. Yeah. It's interesting because the more we are reminded of something, the more we look up to, so it's up to us. What is that you want to be reminded with? And the more you see it. I do have a lot of decals in the house as well, which help me to remind of the positive sayings or my visions and dreams as well. Very much visual person. So the more I see, the more I'm towards that raising consciousness and vibrations as well. The more we do with the support of the external way is super easier rather than us trying to do from our mind. For me, the sticky notes and the decals are the best one to remind, or the art where I draw and put some words as well. That will be a good one, So fill your place with the colors, fill your place with the words that matter to you and the people's energies that matter to you. So again, you are shifting yourself, not being drained, but being on the higher self, which helps you to lead the life easily as well. And when we do this work, if you're having any health issues, you will notice it's getting better and you are more energetically active as well. Because when we are not protected, we get drained. We get energy stagnancies in our chakras, in our physical body as well. So ultimate intention is to release, to move them ahead, so you're letting the prana, the life force energy, to flow in through us, so which is very, very important. The more the life force energy goes in, the more the healthier and active we are. So other protection techniques are doing dance, listening to music as well. If any one of you love that naturally, perfect, do more of it, shake your body and listen to more of the high beat songs. Sometimes is what you need to shake it off, just like that shaking off from the physical body energetically as well. That helps. Yeah, body movement is so important, especially when you feel tired. Salt baths are great too when you feel tired. Salt disintegrates the energy around us that is of a negativity or a toxic environment. So having a salt bath, at least for Himalayan salt, it could be Epsom salt or magnesium salt, it could be for at least 20 minutes. Bath time is great for your skin and also for your energies. A lot of people, my Irish friends, do love this salt, the the bath in the ocean, like, swim in the ocean. And it's great for the skin because there is a saltiness there and it just refreshes. Some of my friends do in like 0 degrees as well, like, Celsius. So again, their body is getting used to it, but they get a kick like totally being awake and the energies are being protected as well. Yeah, I wouldn't say if you're not comfortable with to do it, you can do it in your own home. Or if you don't get time for it, I also will recommend doing a salt scrub, which is much easier. Or if you don't have a tub, you can use the salt scrub. It does the same effect and it releases all that energies. And when you feel draining energies, when you feel like when you are out meeting people or in the groceries or the shops, when you come back tired, especially your back, the neck and the upper shoulder is the one that gets attacked. Do notice it. That's what I notice it myself. Is the ones that needs the first and foremost of care. And a lot of people do have the neck pains or the shoulder pains as a result of carrying the heaviness as well. Especially when you're working environment, you're constantly in the computers. Fluoride is a good crystal that you can use for transmuting of any energies that are unwanted. So fluoride crystal is great for that. Leaving your laptops as well, so you're not bringing the negative energy through these gadgets or through the people's interaction over the internet. Yeah. So I hope these were helpful for you. Some notes to take on to try some of them. I don't know which one you are resonating more, or there could be, if you have been on this live before, there could be some brush on, like to what you can do now with a new perspective, like especially getting into this new moon energy we had last week, and we are in the action planning week now. So you are still towards your goals if you're doing it, like, giving some energy forward will be helpful by protecting yourself. Yeah. And when we meet our families after the holidays as well, we carry that whole recollection of, I wish I said this, or I wish we didn't have the drama. So you're still feeding to that old emotions. So you can release by doing these energy protection techniques. Yeah. So guys, if you're liking this, you're enjoying this conversation, do give me a follow if you're new to me by clicking on my image, and you can join the circle, which is Experience Healing with Srimanju, and share your experience or comment, or you can give me a private message. And if you like an energy exchange, you can make a donation. I do have some podcast and some tracks up on my profile. You can listen to them and leave a review as well. There are a couple of them that might be related to this topic that you might find it interesting. Yeah. Doing meditations is great, but before the meditation, protect your environment, protect your energy space, and meditate. You'll find it easier to channel through or find that peace or navigate through in your meditation easily. Like, definitely one thing that I've noticed, cleanse your area before you meditate. Rather than going through the debris or rumble around, you can do that here. Especially your favorite place, like detoxing your mind, your body, and also clutter-free your place will help, like, to raise your consciousness, raise your vibrations, and protect your space. So protection of these energies are not only for your physical body, energetic body, but also you can do, like, Archangel Michael, please protect my home as I go on holidays. Archangel Michael, please protect my belongings as I'm away from them, or give me the comfort, or can even say, Archangel Michael, protect my children as they're in the school. So you can ask this protection energy to even your loved ones for their highest good. And that way you feel peace coming in rather than a worry. A lot of us worry, like, when children leave our houses or when you're away from your elderly parents as well. So turn them around into this beautiful protection light. So you are able to detach And also you're surrendering that, yes, these beautiful energies are going to take care, and I'm doing the best I could. Because it is not possible for your children not to go to the college, or your elderly parents move with you. So this is the way that you can at least be connected, but with a healthy light around you. So I hope that was making sense, guys. As I don't see the comments, so I'm taking in, you're enjoying this and loving this, yeah. So I would ask you guys, if any questions, any other thoughts that have come up, please do share in the circle. And maybe I'll try to reschedule another one in coming days on the same topic. So we'll be having a better conversation, both the sides, yes. And yeah, those are the main ones, like, that I wanted to share with you guys. We do have another live tomorrow, which is a journey into Akashic Records with Metatron. So if you're interested with the meditation and some deep healing and insights to be revealed, please do join us there tomorrow. And if you are new to Akashic Records, I welcome you to give it a try and see the changes that will come around. Because Akashic realms are a beautiful source of information where we draw in details about like what our past is or what our future is. How can we move forward? So it is at 11:30 tomorrow. So yes, I look forward to having you guys there. And with that, we'll end for today. Thank you guys for being here. I see 78 of you guys, and none of us can communicate right now. But thank you so much for being here. And lots of love. Do try these techniques and see which one works for you, which is your favorite. And from time to time, keep changing them, reversing them, and bring your favorite one with you all the time in your toolkit. Spread your light. Thank you. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.